Hey guys, it's M4J here, and welcome back to Stagz to Riches here on Football Manager 2022. Forgot the name of the game then, very briefly. We are here then in Season 4. We have started our league campaign off pretty well with a 5-1 win, against Ware, and a 3-1 win against AFC Hayes. We, of course, also beat Bemerton Heath, which I, for some reason, thought was on camera last week, but it wasn't. Last week was Kidderminster, Basingstoke and Hereford, of course, ending the pre-season schedule. So, yeah, we beat Bemerton Heath here 2-1. Goals from... That's the wrong match mark. There we go. Goals from Argent and Hazel. It was an Argent penalty, and then Hazel regaining the lead for... regaining the lead for us after Bemerton Heath equalised. They had a man sent off towards the end of the game, which was very good for us. And since then, yeah, we've scored 8 goals and only conceded twice. We have now, however, got what I'm calling the moneymaker matches. We're playing RC Warwick in the FA Cup preliminary round. The previous cup match that we played in was the FA Cup extra preliminary round. And I think I said that was the one that takes us through to the qualifiers. It doesn't. This one, I think, takes us through to the qualifiers if we win. Now, this is a very, very important game in terms of our finances. If I show you that quickly, we need some money. We're losing money every month. We need some money. Now, my journeyman save that I'm playing right now as Slough, I've just been promoted to the Football League for the first time, and just through pre-season schedules, I've managed to earn like £200,000 just from pre-season matches. That's the dream. That's what turns us from Stagz to riches. Right now, we are down in the dulcets of English football. Not that that's a bad thing. I make it sound like it's way worse than it actually is. It's not. I love being a non-league club. But there's always that promised land. And for us, it is the Football League and then, of course, the Premier League. So matches like this mean a lot to clubs like us. We can get a good amount of money from winning a game like this. So there's quite a bit of pressure on the line to actually do well here and win the game. So let's go into the squad selection here. If I go clear. So we're going to start off with Madge in goal. Madge. I still don't know how to pronounce his name, to be honest. Mason at left centre-back. Make sure he's set up. Yep, good stuff. Set up correctly. Kabaya at right-back. Torres, I always forget where he is. There he is. At right centre-back. And then Argent at left-back. That bit's pretty easy. Then we've got the midfield where things get a little bit trickier. Because we've got a few players now who can play central midfield, including Hammond. And to be honest, just for the stability of having Hammond in the team, I like picking him. He's got good passing. He's got good tackling. He's the captain. So, you know, for that reason alone, he deserves to be there. He's just a solid player. We're going to have Egbo alongside him. We'll come to the subs in a second, so I've got some ideas for that. Now, we've got this new guy here, Andre McLaren, who signed... I think I had him on trial last time, but he's actually signed for us now. As you can see, pretty decent stats. Finishing of 8, which could be handy. Passing of 8, which could be handy. Physical stats, not the best. Acceleration of only 5 and a pace of only 7. So he's not like a dynamic midfielder. He's not going to be moving around a lot, but he's still good to have. In the attacking midfield role, which is where I'm playing him today, although not as an advanced playmaker. I'm going to play him as a supporting attacking midfielder. We're then going to have Butlin up front, because I feel like we need to break them down that way. We're going to have Mills on the left, and we're going to have O'Reilly on the right. I'm pretty sure this is going to be our starting 11. Bench is going to be Halavac. Is going to be Hughes, is going to be Theoharis. So that's the all across the back line sorted. We've then got Asay Kafur as the central midfielder, but we're also going to have Carter as the central midfielder / attacking midfielder. We're going to have probably Hazel as that option, and then Makengo as the striker option. I think this is going to be our lineup. Now, ignore the stars. Focus on the stats, because that's what's important here. So, the reason I'm choosing Hammond is his tackling of 10. He's also got vision of... Actually, vision's only 5. I actually thought that was higher. But, he's got good leadership, good determination, pretty decent aggression, work rate. He'll run till his legs fall off. And that's what we need him for. Likewise with Argent here. He's actually pretty dynamic. He gets forward, he crosses the ball. Again, his crossing stat's not too bad. His corners are terrible. His dribbling's not bad. Pace, acceleration, all that stuff could be better. But, considering we're 2 leagues above where we started, I'd say he's in a pretty good position still. I'm debating bringing the Vieiras in, but I don't know who for. It would probably be for Theoharis. Actually, do you know what? I'm actually really tempted to do that. I'm going to bring Ruben Vieira in as a second striker option. Just in case. There. So now it's Madge in goal, back 4 of Argent, Mason, Torres, Kabaya, midfield duo of Hammond and Egbo, advanced midfield of Mills, McLaren, O'Reilly, and then Butlin up front. Benches Halavac, Hughes, Asekafor, Carter, Hazel, Ruben Vieira, and Makengo. This is the moneymaker, guys. This is the one that we really, really need to try and win. I have no idea what league our opponents are in. Probably should have checked that before kickoff. I'm sure we'll find that out after the match when I wonder how the hell we lost. We're in our new home kit again, which I'm a huge, huge fan of. Kit Basher is an amazing piece of software. It's little things like that where it's totally unnecessary. It doesn't make the game any better, but at the same time, it's so freaking cool when you actually have it. So I love it. I'm a huge fan of things like that. Now, I've got the game here in comprehensive highlights. I am going to turn the match plan off in a second once kickoff takes place. There we go. And we're going to manage this manually. But first, I'm going to make sure that all of this is set up correctly. So higher tempo, shorter passing is fine. Be more expressive, why not? We're not going to work the ball into the box. And we are actually going to do mixed crosses. Everything here I believe is fine. And then offside trap and tighter marking and force the opposition down the outside. There we go. Let's see how we get on then. I mean, letting them pass the ball straight through like that is not a good start, and fouling Parrish like that is not good from Mason either. See what they do with this free kick. I've never been more determined to win a match than I am today. This is a big one for us. Why is this box here square? Why is it a red square? I don't swear it's not normally a red square. I have no idea what's going on there. Right, Williams with the pullback, but McLaren with the interception. He's a big guy, actually. Maybe it's just the camera angle. He looks like he's over 6 foot, but I swear his height's at 177, which is less than 6 foot. That's about 5'10", 5'11", something like that. So I don't know. Butlin spreading it wide to O'Reilly. I was about to say no. Spreading it wide to O'Reilly. Gets it back, finds Egbo. O'Reilly again. Need someone to run forward here. Torres to Hammond. Hammond, nice left-footed pass there to O'Reilly. Picks out Egbo. O'Reilly again. There's the run from Kabaya. Mills is coming in at the back post. He went for the low cross and it goes out for a corner. Pretty decent attack. I'm not going to complain too much about that. There was an attack. Excuse me a second as well. Do I just open this bottle? Here we go. I drink on the job. Not alcohol, obviously. Anyone who knows me knows I don't drink in that regard. O'Reilly there going for quite an audacious effort. Not sure what that was. And now Cronin with the free kick. Oh, Madge coming off his line there. I always get nervous at this level when I see the keeper coming off his line like that, because I've seen them beaten so many times for just a little flick on. I love it when my players do it. Not so much when theirs do it. Some good passing there. Mills just got a little too optimistic, although he tried to win it back first time. Torres with a beautiful header there out wide to Kabaya. Need O'Reilly to make the run. Hammond instead to O'Reilly. Into Egbo. Across here to Butlin. First time to McLaren. Butlin again. Egbo. Hammond. Everyone seems to be getting under everyone else's feet right now. You can throw a blanket over the attacking players. We're moving the ball around pretty quickly, but we're not really moving it anywhere in particular. Well, that was nice. O'Reilly's shot, deflected behind. Freddie Ferdinand, his parents must have really loved him to give him that name. And we have ourselves another corner, which Egbo's going to take. I feel like I'm about to sneeze in a second as well. It's all happening for me today. So if I mute suddenly, like mid-sentence, that's why. Here's Egbo again. He needs to cross it first time. He does get the ball in. Kavanagh with the header away. Mason will pick it up here, though, finding McLaren. Nice ball to Egbo. Egbo with the volley. Oh, my goodness. I genuinely thought that was about to go in then. What a goal that would have been. We don't even get a replay, unfortunately. Kavanagh, good 1-2 there with Williams. Where is Argent? I think he's just come across now. I don't actually know who that was there. Was it Egbo? Or who's number 8? Oh, McLaren. That was McLaren trying to make the challenge. Wow. He's a long way out of position. Mosley on the far side. Kabaya going out to him. Cross comes in. Mason with the header away. McLaren, there he is, in a pretty decent position now. I'm pretty sure Butlin's offside. We'll see how this plays out anyway. Yeah, he was. Shot goes wide, but the flag went up anyway. Kabaya was making a good run down the right-hand side, though, so we could have potentially got the ball across to him instead. Mason with another good header, finding Hammond. Now McLaren. Egbo to McLaren, to Hammond. To McLaren. Egbo. Butlin. Need them to get forward, lads. There we go. Picking out Mills in the channel. He goes for goal. Can I tell him to not shoot as much? Shoot less often. McLaren was in a much better position there. Should have passed it. Argent with the cross. Butlin with the chest down. Lays it off to Hammond. My goodness. His knee wasn't over the ball. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt there. His knee wasn't over the ball. I'm trying here, Lee. That was not a good shot. On his weaker foot as well, I suppose. He is right-footed, I believe. I see him use his right foot more than his left. Let's put it that way. Argent pulling it back to Egbo. Egbo clipping it in. Butlin's header. Is that a corner? It is a corner. Good save from the keeper. Good flick on by Butlin. Really good cross by Oscar Egbo there. I thought Mills was going to whip it in. Then I thought McLaren. Then I thought Argent. It's a nice little dummy here, though, to pull it back. And then a right-footed cross there. That's a really good save, actually. Quick reactions. Egbo with the corner. Swings it in. Headed away at the near post. McLaren will chase this one down. He's good in that foot race. Pulls it back to Hammond. I love that as well. The awareness just to run backwards. To constantly look up and see where he can pass the ball. And picks it out first time. Now he finds Egbo, knocks it forward to Butlin, back to Egbo, forward to Mills, back to Hammond. Again, our possession stats are good, but we just need to make chances now. There's Butlin, O'Reilly, out to Kabaya. If he can get the ball in, we know he can beat his man. There it is. That's his signature move right there. It goes behind for a corner. That is his signature move, though, where he stops the ball and then quickly starts it again before the defender can get across. Egbo again with the corner, whips it in again, and it's headed clear again. And Parkinson's going to get this one this time. Kabaya going across. Now Kabaya's on a yellow, so I can't have him do anything stupid. In fact, for that reason alone, I'm pausing the game here while I tell him to ease off. We'll even get him to press less often as well. Just so he keeps his nose clean. Egbo, good ball to McLaren in the channel here. Pulls it back to O'Reilly. Looked like he was trying to tempt the defender to make a challenge there. Hammond to Egbo. Shooting opportunity. Keeper spills it. Defender clears it. Another good opportunity there. Argent throwing it to Mills. Mills getting his foot around the ball, and the header from Butlin straight down Carpenter's throat. Is that goalkeeper called John Carpenter? I swear that was his name just then. Mason, another beautiful header. It's not so much that he's unchallenged. It's the fact that he picks out the pass perfectly every single time. And even when there's no one on you, that's still very difficult to do. Butlin to McLaren. Excuse me. Finding Mills. Now Butlin to O'Reilly. Hammond. That's a good run from Kabaya. Good first touch. Pulls it back to O'Reilly. Oh, you absolute donkey. That was not a shot. That was not a shooting opportunity there. Should have crossed it. Carpenter kicking it forward. Torres losing out there. In fact, I think that was Hammond losing out there. Kabaya winning it back though. Torres knocking it back to Maj. That was definitely Hammond who lost out. Slightly more understandable. Mason out wide to Argent. Mills down the line. Mills going for a little run with it. Checks back when needed. Picks out Argent who followed him. This is a good run from Argent. He's got Mills and Butlin in the box. Crosses it in. Butlin with the nod forward. Could have perhaps nodded it down. Went for goal himself. Carpenter again. Not really under any pressure there. McLaren now to Hammond. Back to McLaren. Out wide to Kabaya. Is he going to do his signature move again? He doesn't need to. He gets the cross in. Butlin's header. Carpenter again with the catch. Their keeper must have made so many saves. We had 11 shots, 5 on target, and we're just coming up to the 40-minute mark now. That is crazy. They've not had a shot yet from what I saw just then. That is a beautiful ball from Argent to McLaren. My God, McLaren. At least get the shot on target. He got a bit too overexcited there. Kabaya now throwing it to O'Reilly. Good first time pass to McLaren, who was well tackled by Mosley. Mosley finding Parkinson. Kabaya going towards him. Backs off pretty much where I wanted him to. Hammond there. Beautiful challenge. Now Mason out to Argent. I wonder sometimes if we're a little too predictable, but I'm pretty sure that's because I know what we're going to do and I tell them what to do. So obviously I know what they're going to do. I don't know if oppositions have sussed this out yet. We did switch to the 4-4-2 last season, partially because of that, but also we didn't really have the personnel. This season is slightly different. Kabaya's cross. That's a good ball. Butlin's header. He was backpedaling a little too much, stretching for the ball. That was always going to be a tricky one for him there. Coming up to half-time then. In fact, hitting half-time. We had 13 shots, 5 on target. They had none. Possession-wise, 61-39. That's good, but I feel like it could be better. And I'm looking at the team here. Mills is a weak link right now. Can I tell him to play a little bit better? I have faith in you. We'll try that. If not, let's see who else we've got. In terms of left-sided players. Hazel maybe, Carter possibly. Yeah, no one else can play left wing. I mean, Ruben can, but I wouldn't say that was better either. Can I pause the game for a second, just while I have a look at this? I think, like, if we swapped him to an invert, because you're right-footed, aren't you, Mills? I always forget where it says what foot they use. Oh no, you are left-footed. You're just really slow. Maybe if I set you to attack, and we tell you to get forward more. Get further forward, stay wider, run with the ball, sure, shoot less often, cross from byline, cross more often. That will let you decide. Maybe we'll set you to roam as well, because if he roams, Argent should fill the gap. Let's try that. Egbo to Argent, good first touch out from under his feet. Pulls it back to Egbo. He crosses it in. Butlin's header again straight at the keeper. I can see Makengo coming on as well. We could potentially move McLaren out wide left. Oh, Argent's just pulled up. That's really not good, because I took Theoharis off the bench as well, didn't I? That's really bad. That's actually really bad. Okay, this might force my hand. Can McLaren play on the left. He cannot. In fact, not only can he not, he's not actually... Yeah, he can only play in the centre or on the right. So first of all, Hughes is going to have to come on. And Torres is going to play left back. That already isn't ideal. Full-back defend. I'd rather that than no nonsense. Hughes should be fine as a central defender. Seems to be. Mason... We could change Mason to be a ball player just for this game. Set to defend. And I think I'm going to have to bring Mills off because his rating's just getting worse. It's just a case of who do we bring on. If I bring on Vieira now, because I'm pretty sure he can play, yeah, as an inverted winger, but I'm going to actually have him as an inside forward here, set to attack. Maybe he'll get forward. I don't know. Trust you to make the difference. Go out and make me proud. He's no slower than Mills was, but he's right-footed for a start, so he'll be cutting onto his stronger foot. Plus, he's an more attack-minded player as well, and yeah, just we can always move him up front if necessary. Torres with the cross. O'Reilly's header again, stretching backwards for the ball. So we've burned through 2 subs already. They're probably going to make more chances now. Mosley with the throw to Parrish. My third sub is probably going to have to be... If Kabaya keeps getting himself in trouble, it's going to have to be Halovac for Kabaya. Either that or we go 3 at the back. And bring on an extra midfielder or something. We could do that. Could go 3-4-3. That's a beautiful ball though to Butlin. From Ruben, and he shoots and he scores. There we go. Those long balls weren't really working, but now, what a ball that was from Ruben Vieira. There's a good pass to him as well, to be fair, to begin with, if I'm recalling correctly. Let's watch the replay here a second. So it's Egbo. Yeah, that's a good ball too. He sort of toe-poked it, but look at that. First touch was brilliant. Second touch there, pick out the pass. Butlin with a little check onto his stronger foot and then just bends it round the goalkeeper into the back of the net there. That is very nice indeed. What can I say? That was a pleasure to watch. And I'm very, very happy because it means we're now in control of this game. Like the stats suggested we should have been. Hammond there. Oof, bit tasty from him. Again, actually, just to be safe. What else can you do? You can be like a deep line playmaker, can't you? Oh, not really. You could be a central midfielder. Just so we turn off like that, basically. We get him to calm down a little bit. Also, stats-wise, yeah, they've still not had a shot yet. They're getting a little more possession, but they still haven't had a shot yet. And so long as that remains the case, there's 26 minutes left to go in this game. That clock will hopefully start going up now. Butlin there playing a 1-2 with the defender. Good to see. Ruben to McLaren, playing it through to Butlin, who... looked like he was starting to take it to the corner flag there for some reason. Hammond and Kabaya playing a nice 1-2. Finding O'Reilly. Into Egbo. Now McLaren. Butlin. Forward to Ruben Vieira. That's a good first touch. He was offside. And it hit the crossbar anyway. Still not a bad move. Carpenter with the ball forward. Egbo with the interception. McLaren with a good touch. That's a nice ball as well if Butlin can get his rocket boots on, which he couldn't quite. Little ambitious there from McLaren. I think he had Usain Bolt in mind when he played that pass, but what can you do? Parrish with a ambitious back heel there that nearly sold his teammate high and dry. Parkinson to Parrish. Here to Cottrell. Cronin with the shot. I think that is their first shot of the game. And it was straight down Madge's throat. I do not mind them shooting from 25 yards like that. So long as Madge is equal to it, of course. Don't want any barnstormers scored today. Unless it's by one of our players, of course. Torres to Egbo. Finding McLaren. Good crossing opportunity. Picks out O'Reilly, who heads it over the top. These crosses aren't really giving our players much opportunity to do anything with them, to be perfectly honest with you. They're not the best. Hughes back to Madge. Madge spraying it out wide to Torres, who's done well filling in at left back, to be fair. Now we've got Egbo to Vieira. Back to Egbo. Forward to Butlin. Egbo again. Cross to Hammond. Egbo again. He's definitely our playmaker. That's why they keep giving the ball to him, because he's a designated playmaker. Mason now to Hughes. Forward to Egbo. McLaren. Hammond. To Kabaya. O'Reilly to Hammond to McLaren. It's a good passing move again. Egbo to Butlin. Good touch. Goes for goal. And what a goal that is as well. That is a proper team goal. Joey Butlin is an absolute just superstar in situations like that. He plays so deep. If you see how far away he is from the opposition box for the majority of the game, and then out of nowhere, he'll just get the ball in these positions. A little bit lucky there. The keeper almost got his hand to it. That is a perfect finish into that bottom corner there. You put the ball in the right spot and the keeper will struggle. And that's exactly what's happened. And now, I feel a lot more relaxed about our players who are on yellow cards. We've told Hammond and Kabaya to behave themselves. I'm also a little bit more relaxed about Torres playing out of position. Yes, he can play left back, but it's certainly not his best position. So I'm relaxed. And Egbo's stepping up there. Free kick hitting the wall. Corner. Feels like something's going to happen here as well. Otherwise, why would it be a highlight? Let's see. Egbo with the opportunity here. Swinging it in. Butlin at the back post. Defender heads it clear. Final sub of the game then. Purely from a let's see this one out, lads. We're going to bring Halavac on for Kabaya, who's played well. 7.5. Very, very good. But he is on a yellow. So just want to make sure that we see this game through with all 10 outfield players still on the pitch. There's a couple of players who are tired. Torres, Mason, O'Reilly, McLaren. They were all candidates as well, but we're going to tell them to slow down the tempo in a minute anyway. So, yeah, right now it's about keeping our heads and seeing this one through. Torres to Hammond. Forward to McLaren. Had a little shot there, which was blocked. Kabaya now. Beautiful touch again. Is he going to do his signature move? He kind of is, but he's gone over the defender there and won us a free kick in a good area. Instructions, right. Extremely low tempo. Be more disciplined. We're going to start wasting time now. Play for set pieces. Sure. We're going to turn off the overlaps. Attacking width. We're going to go standard. In transition, we're going to regroup and hold shape. Slow the pace down. And then out of possession, we're going to stay on feet. Turn off use tighter marking. We'll let them have the ball a little bit more. And that should see us through. 5 minutes of injury time. Torres throwing it to Ruben. Back to Torres. Forward down the line to McLaren. Now Egbo. Egbo with the cross. O'Reilly was trying to run onto it. The defender there put his keeper in all sorts of trouble. But Carpenter held his own there. Good pressure from O'Reilly for both the defensive error and the keeper clearance. Hughes back to Madge. Now we just slow it down. Just slow things right down. Finding Mason. Torres. Now Torres always wants to go forward. That's a really nice ball to Butlin though. Acres of space. McLaren now. Butlin starting his little run. He loves to do that run off the defender's shoulder. Considering he's a target man, you wouldn't expect that. But he does do it, and he does do it well. Block there from Ruben, and then Carpenter coming across and catching it. Ferdinand throwing it to... How do you pronounce that? Elena? Elena? Alina? I feel like it's Ali and then like Nay. Ali Nay? Something like that. I apologise if anyone has that name and I've just said it completely wrong. It's one I'm not familiar with actually. I don't see it written down very often. Butlin, good play. Finding Ruben. Ruben, I believe, is pretty good at holding up the ball. Not so good at passing it, although Butlin there doing well to win it back. Now McLaren to Butlin to Ruben. Back to Egbo. Yeah, we got it. We got the ball in space again. Hammond to Butlin. McLaren with the shot, and you can see he just scooped that one up and over the bar there. Not his finest moment. Into the 4th minute of injury time. Not long to go now. Soraf with the long ball forward to Ashford. Halavat going across, and that's a really nice block. In fact, I think that was Hughes. Number 14, was it? That's Hughes if it was. Corner comes in. Headed clear by Mason, who again is just immense. Martin to Cronin. There's the header from Gibbs, which does go in, but the flag was up for offside. It was Cronin, in fact, who was offside there. And now Hughes on the ball. Finding Halavat. Down the line to O'Reilly. Back to Halavat. Forward to McLaren. That was a really nice play as well. Halavat again to Hughes with the ball forward. Butlin with the knockdown. O'Reilly with a good first touch there. Almost beat his man. Still putting the pressure on. Ashford forcing the clearance, and it goes out for a throw. That should be time, pretty much. We're hitting the 96th minute any second now. There it is. Halavat with the throw. And there it is, full time. What a match. What a match. That was absolutely brilliant. Joey Butlin is a god amongst men. Egbo did really well as well, of course. Kabaya with 7.4. Considering he got booked, that's still very, very impressive. Hammond with a 7.2. Always Mr. Consistent. Always Mr. Reliable. Very, very, very rarely see him make a mistake. And despite the fact they only had one shot that was on target and one shot throughout the entirety of the match, I think Madge did so well with his feature in that game that he got a 7.4. Hughes with a 7.7, Mason with a 7.2, which I think is a little bit harsh because I think he actually played better than that. Torres with a 7.5, McLaren with a 7.8, not bad. I think that was his debut, competitive debut. I can't actually remember. O'Reilly and Vieira, Ruben Vieira with 7.1. Argent with only a 6.8, but he was sort of cut short in his prime there. He would have seen the match out otherwise, and he would have scored very high in the sevens. He played very, very well. Mills with a 6.4, which leads me on to an interesting conundrum that I have, which is I want to replace Mills. Now, again, I said about ignoring star ratings. He's got an incredibly good star rating. It's like 3.5 stars, is it? 4 stars, whatever it was for his position. But he's just so slow. He's actually, he's perfect for our Season 1 team where everyone had like a pace of 2. Excuse me, that was the world's loudest drink. Now we're trying to play more aggressive attacking football. He is definitely a weak link for us down on that left-hand side. We need to do better. I think we can do better. Especially now we've got Argent out for 5 weeks as well. That means I'm going to have to go in the market for another left-back. Skip the post-match there. So we got £1,600 there for that game, which isn't bad. I don't know who we've drawn in the next round yet, but that should be us. If I just check. There you go. We'll give Butlin a pat on the back and a well done as well. Where's the handshake? There it is. Superb in front of goal. Awesome. First of all, we'll check when the next match is, and then we'll check to see who we're against. So it's going to be here, which I think I'm going to play off camera, to be honest, because there's a couple of league matches here. So I think the next time we come back, it'll either be the FA Vars or it'll be around this mid-season area here. Sort of late November, early December. Because again, I want to get through these early seasons as quickly as possible and hope the money doesn't dry up, obviously. That did do a little bit towards our bank balance. We are still, in fact, we are now making a profit for this month, but we haven't done player wages yet, which will drag us down. Gate receipts, 12,000, but player wages, 3,000. There's a balance there. There's a balance to be found. If our gate receipts keep increasing like that, then we might be all right. But right now, we're in a little bit of trouble here, so I'll keep an eye on things. And we are probably going to be forced into the market now for a left back, which we could bring Hilton back, I suppose. But more importantly, a new left winger. Because, again, if I check Mills' stats here, it says he's got a pace of 12, but he just doesn't. he doesn't feel that fast. Maybe I'm just not playing him correctly. I don't know. Maybe if I set him to attack and actually get him forward a bit more, maybe he'll do more then. But he seems really slow for my liking. Really, really slow. But yeah, that is what it is, I suppose. Definitely a new left back, maybe a new left midfielder as well. The fact that we've only really got one left midfielder makes me want to go in the market for another one anyway, so we'll see where that goes. But yeah, for now, guys, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and of course if you're enjoying the series so far. Drop those comments down below. Let me know if there's any players you think I should sign, if there's any players who fit those two positions I was talking about just now, left back and left wing. Do let me know down below. Any staff additions or anything like that, feel free to get in touch. Or if you're just a player or fan of Hatfield Town, or a staff member of Hatfield Town as well, of course, and you just want to get in touch and say hi, then feel free to do that too. Otherwise, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to the channel, thank you guys for your continued support. And until next time, I will see you soon.